Hey everybody, welcome in today's session. In today's session, we're just going to get a brief look at the pairs for the coming week, how the market anticipated to play out, and what are the trades that I'll be looking at. In front of us is JPYX. JPYX has broken above this descending trend line pattern. Obviously, you can see down here it was in a crazy downtrend, and then prices just broke above this high, gave us a retest on this descending trend line, closing with a doji candlestick. If I zoom in, you can see closing with a kind of a pin, not a doji, a pin pattern on a trend line and a support structure, indicating a lack of momentum on the bearish side. So I'll be anticipating to see prices push higher. These will be the first targets up here at about 834, and then once prices break above that structure, we'll be looking for about 848, and then once they reach there, it's all the way to about 866. So JPYX for the coming week, I'll be anticipating to see prices push higher. This is my main bias. However, if prices do break below here, we'll be looking for short-term trades to sell until somewhere down here before we start looking for buys. That's JPYX. I'm looking at DXY also. DXY from the weekly perspective. From the weekly perspective, you see it has this head and shoulders pattern. Prices are now on the neckline. They haven't broken below the neckline yet, so the pattern isn't complete. But what I'm anticipating to see as JPYX is inversely correlated to DXY. So if JPYX keeps on pushing higher, DXY obviously has to keep on falling. And with the fundamentals around the world, the US dollar is growing weaker and weaker. So obviously we should be anticipating to see the dollar drop and, give us some bearish moves on here. So that's what I'm anticipating for the coming week, to see the US dollar break below this low, give us a retest so that we can get entries and swing with it all the way to the bottom of the abyss. I'm just joking. Okay, cool. So we got Euro JPY, Euro USD on the lower time frames. I'm checking it from the 2 hours. I'm anticipating to see prices break above this structure here, give us a retest, push higher, swing high until these highs. These will be the first targets. If JPY DXY breaks below that low, this will only be the beginning of the move. I'm aiming for these highs right now because that's the structure that prices are at. You see this structure here, it's a monthly structure. So it's a very strong structure. We shouldn't be anticipating it to be broken that easily. But on the 2 hours, we can anticipate to see prices reach there. And then once prices reach there, we'll be looking at its momentum to see what's up with it. If prices will be able to break it, then we'll be taking more buys. If not, then we'll just be securing the bag and moving on with our day. But for once the market opens, this is the move that I'll be looking for prices to push until about 1.1071. First trade of the day, I believe, on Monday. GU prices are in this kind of a triangle pattern. Inside this triangle pattern, obviously we are not taking a trade until prices break out of it. These are the highs that I'm looking at. So if prices break above here, then it's kumbaya. We'll be swinging with it all the way until about somewhere up here at about 1.2541, and then after that, we Gucci. But this is the trade that I'm not really anticipating to be depending on it, because the structure is still kind of shady. You see here, prices are just ranging, right? So that's not a good indication of a good trade. I'd rather trade Euro USD. Euro USD is a better trade. So yeah, we got gold. Gold, same thing applies. Prices just pushed lower until somewhere down here. Now then, this support structure. So obviously, should prices break below here, we should be looking for more sells. Should prices bounce above, we'll be looking for them to push until about 2040. But if we look at it from a daily perspective, we see prices broke below this descending trend line while inside this ascending channel pattern, right? So obviously we should be anticipating to see if prices can push low until somewhere down here, and then, you know, from here we can start looking for more buys, because obviously, you know, that the US dollar is dropping, so gold has to, the prices have to rise. Prices have to rise on gold. So probably anticipating to look for a buy here if prices break below the structure. If not, then, you know, we'll just be looking for buys from where prices are at right now. But other than that, yeah, Euro JPY, not really focusing on it. Most of the JPY pairs, I don't really focus on them right now. I'm not really focusing on them, so I'm just focusing on this, on the 4 hour. If it gives me a solid bullish confirmation candlestick, I'll be taking a buy on it, which means I'll be taking a sell on CAD JPY, Euro JPY, and GBP JPY, USD JPY. So yeah, if it doesn't, you know, we move on to DXY and take off with other trades. Other than that, guys, that's all I prepared for today. So yeah, have a blessed weekend. You know, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the markets open. Obviously, I'll be dropping updates on the trades in my free Telegram group. So if you're not in it, the link is in the description. Be sure to check that out. Without further ado, guys, appreciate you all. Peace.